Awesome. All right, so please open up your notebooks to the next blank page. Thank you, Charlie, for helping us get organized. In the top right hand, put today's date. Oh, wait a minute. Do you guys see an arrow with the date?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, what is it? 2022. Oh my gosh, I will change that very quickly. So as the heading on top, please write where does the matter go, question mark. If you would like, and if it helps you to kind of connect what we're doing, we will be focusing on a life science strand today, a life science standard, 5.3.3. So to get set up, please make a T-chart for observations and questions. And today, I would like you to record at least 3 things that you observe and at least 3 things that you are wondering, questions that come to your mind. Thanks. What? I will grab you one. Okay. Please write 1, 2, 3 on both sides. Give me a thumbs up when you are ready to get started. Excellent, excellent. Thank you. Okay, I'll give you about 15 more seconds. Those of you that are making your T-charts. Should I take my keys off? Is that what you're hearing? Okay. Thanks, Royce. Okay, welcome back, guys. Open up your notebooks. You can look to your partner to see what your T-chart will be looking like. Bryce, you ready? Question. There's your thumbs up.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. All right, thank you. You can put your hands down. All right, so let's all read together, just kind of getting your minds in the right track of what we are about to observe. You read with me, ready, begin. Students observe as the lions interact with the zebra. Okay, and as you're watching, you're going to be thinking about what do you notice and what do you wonder? What are those questions that come to mind? As you watch, you can write down your observations, and sometimes people like a little bit more time afterwards to add to it. And this might be a little bit of an intense one. Is anybody making some predictions that might kind of go in an interesting direction with this video when we see lions and zebras? Oh my. Okay, let's get ready. Where's my mouse? You got my mouse? All right, Addison, start it. Okay, write down what did you notice, what questions come to your mind? A zebra or a lion? Yeah. Yeah, and you saw the babies too. Okay, so the lion attacked, and then you could write down that the babies came too, right? Okay, what did you notice? Say it again.
I said the zebra is big.
Yeah, the zebra is the lion's food, right? Okay, nice job. Maybe think of a question that you have. Okay, looking good. Love it. I'm seeing a lot of observations today. If you have at least 2 at this point, let's flip over to questions to save a little time and give you some time to talk as well. Nice. Good to go. Okay. Nice. Okay. If you are sitting there done, or if you want to kind of take your questions a step further, think about what cross-cutting concept you might put in there to make a more powerful question. Another 10 seconds or so. you can hear me, clap once. If you can hear me, clap twice. All right, nicely done. Okay, what I'd like to see right now is row 1. Please turn your bodies around and share your observations and questions with the person behind you. Row 3, do the same and turn and talk with
Okay, so
row 4. Turn so you can talk with her a little closer, okay? Can you guys turn your chairs, please? I can hear you a little bit better. Thank you.
Zebras and usually zebras they group up to like Miss Munson taught us that they group up and to avoid getting easily seen because other lions like to pick on them by themselves. So if they're all grouped up for when it's harder for the lions to see.
Yeah, we also learned that with like a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, other things do that, right? So it's a similar
So my
behavior that they do.
the lion is chasing the zebra for food. The lion is slow when he sneaks up, and the baby cubs. I feel like why don't the baby cubs run off? So they don't run off.
Okay, what's the question you had?
And then where was the rest of the lion?
Interesting. I learned from that mom because I was thinking it was all the females that go out because I've seen that in like movies and things. But it looked like, and as the mom was explaining it, that it's just one female that's doing that.
And I noticed that the zebra didn't notice the lion when it was sneaking up on it.
Okay, thanks for turning back around. Does anyone feel like they need to watch that one more time? Yeah. Okay. Addison, do you mind? I think it's only a minute. Let's just watch it one more time, especially now after I've heard some of your observations.
So I'm going to get up ahead a little bit so we can be in the right position. See the guinea fowl as well? They're all alarming. They're telling the other animals that the lion is here. They were all making their alarm call. She's got it. Look.
Saba wants to teach the girls about the realities of life and death in the bush.
She's going to be so tired after this because she's doing this all on her own. Isn't that amazing? For this to happen right in front of us now, with the 3 kids in the car, we were at least expecting it, is seriously amazing.
It's great news for Nabo's family. This lioness has proved to be a phenomenal hunter.
Okay, I caught some more things. Raise your hand if you caught some more things that second time. Okay, all right. So let's hear some observations. I'm just going to kind of bop around, be ready to share an observation that you saw. Miles, can I start with you?
Sure.
Addison, will you pause that?
The kids. The notice I found is that the lion hung on the zebra's back.
Hung on the zebra's back. Okay, Brighton.
I noticed that the lion walked slowly to get its prey.
Okay, Aaron, observation?
I noticed that the lion attacked the zebra tried to fight back, but the lion was too strong for it.
Okay. Matthew? You can put your hands down, guys. Thanks.
The lion was going slow so the zebra couldn't see it.
Okay, so maybe that's part of it. You're kind of adding that bit there too, right? So, okay. Ivy, do you have observation?
I noticed that it was the zebra was screaming for help.
Okay. Who do you think it was screaming to or to? Okay. Evie, do you have an observation?
This isn't really about the animals, but at the beginning, if you look at the people, I don't know if it was a boy or a girl, they all had the same haircuts. But the youngest child, they put the binoculars backwards.
Okay. It's actually kind of fun to put binoculars backwards too, right? Looked super legit though up there with the binoculars. Thank you, Evie. Good observation. Cannon, observation?
The lion is too snaky to get its breath.
Okay. Dean?
Well, and, so in where I could see the zebra, but there was no clips of the lion and the zebra in the same clip, so you didn't get to see what was happening.
Okay. Maybe that was intentional. They kind of showed that first attack and then they left a little bit for our imagination, right? Our imagination. Okay, 2 more observations. Charlie?
I thought like that when the lion like jumped on the zebra and it was like kind of holding on, it was kind of on his back. Maybe it was like using gravity to help pull down on the zebra.
Interesting. Awesome. I like that connection. Miracle.
So the zebra kind of like made a call to like if other zebras like were around to make sure that they like run,
Okay.
and the lion like sneaked up, and when it was near like the zebra a little bit, just it like went fast and attacked it.
Okay. Excellent. Great job explaining that. All right. Clap once if you also heard that calling out to other animals. Okay. Was it just the zebra that was making a sound? Someone raise your hand. What were the other things that were making sounds? Maya, what did you see or hear?
Like the other animals that were in groups kind of like talking about how the lion was there and that they should like almost like gossip, but I don't know.
Yeah, right. And what was that animal type? Did anyone catch it? You can just say it out loud. Bird. It was a bird. Aaron, did you catch it?
I don't think they said what kind of bird it was, but I know what kind of bird that is because my family is in South Africa.
Mm-hmm.
It's called a pygmy fowl.
Oh, a pygmy fowl. Okay, I thought I heard him say a guinea hen, but fowl and.
Pygmy fowl or a guinea.
Okay, excellent. So I thought that was kind of interesting because it wasn't just the zebra calling out. There's kind of this other thing going on with other animals in their system too. All right, questions. Let's hear some questions. Bree, question.
So if the zebra was making calls and the other animals making calls and the lion was making, why didn't the zebra run?
Yeah.
Okay. What cross-cutting concept do you think we could connect Bree's question to? Could we cause and effect? What caused him to stay? Or why didn't it have the effect that you were expecting maybe? Dean, do you have another one?
Maybe because he didn't want to get any others hurt.
Say it again.
He would have followed the pack the lion would have gotten more.
Oh, interesting. Okay, question, Brett?
Well, I was,
Want to add on?
it could have been because like it looks like the lion was running when they were driving around. It looks like it was running it. So maybe the zebra did run, it just wasn't fast enough.
Okay. Questions. Addison, thanks for being so patient with your hand raised.
Why is the zebra alone? Because I read up online that zebras like to stay in groups. But why was the zebra alone?
Okay, interesting. And I heard other people talking about that, right? Yeah. You're kind of thinking, last year we learned about zebras with Miss Monson, and okay, interesting connection, right? All right, Gavin, question.
So when we were all talking, me and Jane were like just wondering why the zebra was just staying there, and like I agree with Dean, but why couldn't the zebra like taken a different path where no one could have?
Okay. And I really appreciate, I saw several eyes turn to Gavin as he was sharing. Remember, in science, we're all getting ideas and things from one another, so thanks for showing respect like that. I see you guys. Nice job. Jane, question?
So, what me and Gavin were talking about is I wrote down why didn't the zebra notice? Which is like if he can hear all of these animals sending out the warning calls, why didn't he like notice them or react to them? Because if you can hear animals saying a lion is coming and it's going to try to kill something so we can eat it, I'm pretty sure my main instinct would to turn around on my heel and bolt. Just saying.
Okay. Matthew, question?
Why did the lion like jump on the zebra?
Okay.
He was like clinging on and like under. Yeah.
Okay. All right. What caused him to jump up there? All right, Maya, one more question.
I hope I watch the video again to see if the zebra was in a different place.
Mm.
He could have run.
Oh, interesting. So you want to kind of go back and see what else is in his system there, in his space?
In the same, like if he was in the same place, like a different place.
Okay.
If he was in a different place, he would have been.
All right. I love this curiosity, but I think we're going to move to the next video that kind of shows the next phase of what we might see here. Okay? And I'm going to leave it at that. So, Addison, thank you all for sharing. Thanks for your contributions. Addison, will you click to the next slide? Click. Got it. Click again. Oh, I know when we've got videos. There we go. Okay. All right, let's take a look at the phenomenon. And I wanted to kind of leave it a little bit more open so I didn't tell you, exactly what you're going to see. But let's read it together. Ready? Begin. A lioness feeds off a zebra that is grazing on grass. Once the lioness finishes, what is left out of the zebra seems to disappear over time. Interesting. Okay. Now, we're going to click ahead, and I'm going to come back to this essential question. Okay, Addison, click once more. There we go. Okay, go back. I've lost my clicker, so I have to have help, right? Okay. All right, we're going to go right here. Okay, so what I'd like you to do is under your original T-chart, I'd like you to very quickly make a second T-chart, and we're going to watch a second video that is related but kind of shows the next steps of the process. The next step of what we might have seen if we would have kept something recording on that zebra. Got it? Thank you, guys. Okay, write 1, 2, 3. I'm fine if you're abbreviating things, putting observations or questions to help you save time. Put your 1, 2, 3 to remember what we're going for. Okay, here we go. Miracle, will you dim the light, please? Turn off one of the lights. Thank you. Okay, so observe as you watch the following time lapse of a what? A dead lizard. Okay, so we're switching gears a little bit, right? But we're going to go with the time lapse of a dead lizard. While this is a lizard and not a zebra, this would still happen to a zebra. Would you agree with that? Yeah. Okay, there's going to be a similar process, whether it's a zebra or a lizard. Okay, you guys ready to watch the time lapse of the dead lizard? All right, here we go. Whoa. All right. Write down what you saw. Write down what you saw. Okay, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to start writing, and then I will play it again. So write. What did you notice? What did you see? What did you observe? You could kind of think about in the beginning it looked like this, and then I saw this, and then I saw that. Switch over to questions if you haven't written any questions yet. All right, observations. Jackson, what's something you saw?
Maggots when I go in it and not in the skin.
Yes, maggots. That was interesting. Riker, what did you notice?
I saw like the stomach of it grow.
Okay, the stomach grow. Talk about that. How would you describe that?
I don't know, it's kind of like blue. It looks like it was going to glow.
Okay. Okay, I didn't notice that. If I watched it again, I would look for that. So the stomach was kind of expanding as it was going. Okay. Carson, what was an observation you made?
Like I saw that they're eating the meat and then they went to bone.
Okay, clap once if you noticed that too. You saw the meat go away first, and then you could kind of see the bones and the skeleton left behind. Okay. Brett, observation?
Well, I was gonna do a question, but
Okay.
I wonder what would happen if the maggots didn't come, would it just slowly decompose?
Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Did you hear that question? How would maybe this have looked different if the maggots didn't come? That makes me think we could like do an investigation where we let one get maggots on it and then put one in some kind of closed system so it doesn't have maggots and see. Ooh, I got an idea for a weekend project. Okay, other observations. Evie.
Yeah. I saw when the maggots went into the head, to me it kind of looked like the head was going like that.
Okay. Okay. Ivy, observation?
On the picture right there, looks like a turtle.
Okay.
Sort of.
All right, yeah, similar structures. Okay, let's switch to questions. Let's hear 3 questions. 3 questions. Challenge yourself. Take a peek at cross-cutting concepts. Think about which one you might squeeze into your question. Maya, you got one?
How long does it take?
How long does it take? What cross-cutting concept would that connect to? Does anyone see it? How long? Cannon, what do you think? Stability and change. Okay, so it would relate to that. How long is this change going to take? Bryce, do you see it?
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to see from here. The very last one. Scale, proportion, and quantity. Never mind. You're good. You're good. You keep going.
Like, what was that liquid that was coming out of the thing?
Oh, what was the liquid? Oh, okay. Can we wait a few minutes, guys? Okay, school's almost over, so we'll wait for a bathroom. I know Jane had to go, though. She was waiting for a while. Dean, question.
So I saw the patterns
Okay.
in the water, and no, I think it's water because it was like moving around as it changed. Like if you watch it again, it was like moving.
Okay, so kind of the motion of it as things were going. It was a pattern that you observed. Miles, question.
What is the cause of it to only his back to like be disintegrated?
Interesting. What caused like certain parts to break down? Okay, excellent. Hands down, please. All right, thanks guys for sharing. I thought those were pretty great phenomenon to think about to start. All right, I want us to think back to that question. Can everyone read the question that you put as your title, please? Okay, let's try that again. It's where, ready? Where does the matter go? Where does the matter go? Okay, so we're going to be connecting the lion and the zebra and then thinking about kind of that next step of the process where we saw an example of the lizard and kind of that breakdown after something dies. The question I want you to think about is where does the matter go? Okay, when something is dead, where does that matter go? So in your notebooks, I'd like you to write an initial claim. So is your first claim going to be absolutely right, spot on? No, just your initial idea, okay? Borrow my sentence starter. I think that the matter goes ... Tell me the story of where the matter would go. I think for me it would be helpful to use the example. Actually, you could choose, right? You could choose if you want to think about where did the matter from the zebra go, where is it going to end up, or you could think about where does the matter of the lizard. Might bring in kind of some different scales. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 minutes to write your claim. Once you're done with your claim, what's the next step? Eyes? Okay, develop a model to show your thinking, so drawing pictures to go along with it, okay? So take about 3 minutes, write your claim, and then start to write your model. Okay. Epic. All right, I'm going to call on a few people to share their claims. Read what you wrote, okay? Gavin, will you start? Will you read us what the claim you wrote?
Yeah. So what I wrote was, I think the matter like goes in the ground like the dinosaurs, because like in a bunch of shows, and also in real life, a bunch of dinosaur bones are like found underground, and yeah.
Okay, raise your hand if you had something about going, some parts of it going to the ground. Ground, dirt. Okay, all right. Other people were on that similar thinking. Maya, will you share yours?
Yes, so I based mine off of the lizard one.
Okay.
And I think the matter spreads and kind of goes into new things almost. Like once something dies and maybe like something kind of eats it,
Okay.
and it most of the matter goes into that.
Okay. How many people drew or described something kind of going into other things then? Okay. All right. Thank you. I'd love to see the picture that's in your mind with that one, Maya. Like, what would the next step be? Okay. A fat worm. Oh, she's got a worm over here, or a maggot with a fat belly on it. Totally get where you're going. Okay, Leo, will you share yours, what you wrote?
Yeah, I think the matter of the lizard, it could go in, like they eat it, so it either will go into them or in the ground, or maybe they just poop it out like something else.
Okay. So I liked how Leo kind of added this next step. Well, it's got the maggot, like Maya's fat-bellied maggot, but then it's got a poop, right? So maybe then that's another step, that then that maggot's poop, and then now the matter's in some... Yeah, okay, all right. Aaron, will you share yours?
I think that the matter goes either it gets eaten by a scavenger like maggots, or don't want to see my description of what the zebra is now. By a scavenger like maggots, hyenas, the lion could have eaten most of it, or decomposes into the ground. And I'm not going to show my model because it's very gruesome.
Okay, all right, I want to hear from one more. Jane, will you share yours, please?
I think the matter that other countries use, I think that once the matter that other countries use is gone, the leftovers will rot and decompose and become a part of like the earth and the dirt and kind of like compost.
Okay, interesting. All right, I want you to take 30 seconds and add, kind of skip a line under your claim and add some new ideas that you heard from classmates. Maybe something that you heard that you didn't think about. Maybe somebody kind of took it a next step in a different direction than you were thinking. Revise your claim, add a little bit more. Epic. Okay, raise your hand real quick. What were some new things that you heard? What were a couple keywords, ideas that you added extra? Cannon.
Well, mine is actually similar to everyone's, but like I just said, it could go into other animals.
Okay. Okay, so you added that in. All right, Maya, what did you add?
I added like the bones like spreading and like all the stuff spreading out.
Okay.
Like other animals might like take something, like for example, a bird's like making nests.
Okay. Okay, so you kind of took it to that next step, that spreading out. Maya?
I heard like decomposes, like it goes into different things, like how Leo said, like it's out of the animal hoops and then it almost turns to grass.
Okay. Okay, excellent. All right, let's click ahead and go from there. I wish we could see your models. I feel like I'm going to definitely come back to these. All right. Turn your page to a clean page. Please write ecosystems, forest, desert. As you're writing this, start to think about this word. You'll see the prefix. Can everyone say what the prefix of that word is? Eco. Eco. Okay, so you might connect to other words that have eco, ecology, economics, maybe.
Environment.
And then what's the root word up there? Systems, okay? So systems is a cross-cutting concept, and we could see that connection there. So what do you think we're going to be doing with ecosystems in this? Dean, what are you thinking? Okay, could be about life and the environment. Can you tell which two ecosystems we're going to be looking at? You can say them all out loud. What, two? Forest and desert. Okay. All right, so for this, is this the forest or desert? Forest. What evidence do you have that this is a forest and not a desert? Royce, what evidence? Okay, trees, river, streams. Okay, so maybe forest animals. Leah, what else?
There's like a deer and a bear, and it's very colorful, and there's no sand.
Okay, good. All right, excellent. Thank you, everybody. Okay, list the matter within the ecosystems. List the matter within the ecosystems. You have 1 minute, 20 seconds to list as much matter as you can in that. Ready, go. I would say focus on the picture, not so much the words. It's a little bit blurry, but as you look, you're seeing the actual things that you see with your eye. You can also connect to the work we've been doing with matter and what we've learned about matter. Okay, turn and tell your elbow partner what matter you listed. If you can hear me, clap once. If you can hear me, clap twice. All right, there you go. Right hand. And this is a desert. Oh, we see those desert animals now, right, Rice? Okay, list the matter within this ecosystem. Okay, Epic. I want you to now look at your T-chart, and I want you to draw a line if you have the same thing listed on both sides. Okay, you're kind of connecting the two ideas. Does that make sense? Can you all eyes? Okay, so Erin has plants, but then she has cactus. I would probably put a line between those two. Okay. Okay, all right, I want to hear 3 things that you found in both systems. Brighton, what did you notice you put in both systems? Plants and animals. Miles?
I found water in both because cactus actually holds water.
Oh. Okay, so you identified water here, and then you were thinking, well, where's the water in this one? Okay, that's all we have time for. I can't wait to do more of this. Have a wonderful weekend.